I'm Dave Finnegan, the first Green Actioneer, but certainly not the last. Green Actioneers is an action program designed to help families throughout the world save money, water, and energy and reduce their negative impact on the planet by becoming sustainable step by step. The Green Actioneers Family Action Guide is designed to be the definitive family guide to going green, saving money for families and saving the planet for kids. Here are two of over 100 drawings from the Green Actioneers workbook. The basic strategy is to start by empowering families to initiate green actions at the household level, many of which are free or save money for families. And the workbook helps families to organize green actions at the school or neighborhood level. Families can use the Green Actioneers workbook just as Boy Scout troops use the Boy Scouts handbook as a guide to organize and get to work. This model works and has been tested for over a century. We have the advantage now of having the internet to spread the word and to collect and disseminate what we learn. You might think of our Green Actioneers workbook as the Green New Deal for households, or as Drawdown for families. At the heart of the program is our Green Actioneers Family Action Guide, with over 100 actions that families can take to go green. These range from free ideas like taking a picnic instead of eating at a restaurant, raising bees or butterflies, or planting trees. And it can go to expensive actions like installing solar panels or buying a 100% electric car. We follow three diverse families, one from downtown, one from the suburbs, and one from the country. Their kids all go to Watson Elementary, and each family takes steps that make sense for them. Bobby's family lives in an apartment in the inner city. Lakeisha's family has a big house in the suburbs with a 3-car garage. Ken Chen lives on a mini farm on the edge of town. Finally, we meet Awanita, whose name means little fawn in her Native American language. Her family is part of a hidden community, a native village that's been in the area for thousands of years. They're not merely sustainable, they're regenerative, creating soil and cleaning the headwaters of the river that runs through the town. Now that the elders see how the students have worked to transform the larger community, they let Awanita join the other children who then visit her village and bring the Native American lessons back to the school. On the left side of every 2-page spread in the book is a description of the action in English and in Spanish, and a word search or crossword puzzle for the older kids based on the English above. On the right-hand page is a coloring book for the youngest kids and a relevant quote from someone notable. Kids love the search feature to find the aliens in every picture. They're from Muga, Make Our Universe Green Again. There's a link on each page to much more information on our website, which we expect to become the Wikipedia of green action for families. We'll also be constantly adding relevant QR codes and links to the book. Why is this important? Over half the energy used in North America is consumed directly or indirectly by families with our transportation, with our heating and air conditioning, with our lighting, with our appliances, with the food we eat, and the stuff we buy in stores that may be made and shipped in from far away. But most of the work that's being done to cut energy use nationally, regionally, and locally is focused on industry, commerce, and government, not on families or individuals. With our program, change will bubble up from individuals to households, neighborhoods, the city or county, to the state and nation, and on to the entire world. The key concept here is that if families can be persuaded to act, not only does that awaken the next generation, but those parents work in businesses, industry, and government agencies that will need to change as well. So by working with families, we're actually working with the entire society. This project is especially important now because families have not yet been persuaded to make significant changes in their lives in order to go green. Perhaps that's because people don't usually act out of fear, but will act based on hope. This book does not mention anything scary like climate change, global warming, or sea level rise. Instead of emphasizing how bad things might be if we do everything wrong, we emphasize how great things will be when we do everything right. Our mission is to get a copy of the book into the hands of every family in North America in the decade of the 2020s. For them to go through it together and make plans for what they're going to do. Families can act at home as never before and go green after quarantine, looking in the book for free things they can all do, and they can work their way up to the more expensive and impactful actions. One resource that we'll use to get the book into the hands of families is the vast network of traditional green organizations and individuals, environmental foundations, and influencers with green blogs and podcasts, each of which has a database of email addresses to whom they can promote the book. And of course, the traditional bookstores, many of which are online, some of which are even have a green focus. And we can partner with traditional organizations for youth, and more recently formed and youth-focused organizations as well. And we can make presentations at family night in schools where kids and parents can go through the book, take it home, and get to work. The cost to the school is $15, which includes shipping. They sell the book to families for $20 and keep $5. We make about $3 on each book and $2 or $3 on the shipping charge. Here's how you can help. First, you can contact environmental nonprofits, bloggers, and podcasters, and the influencers in the green sector to get them to agree to help promote the book, either because it's important or because they can resell the book and make a profit. Second, you can help us set up the digital system for getting orders and payment from schools and partner organizations and the system for mailing books to customers. Third, you can help by researching actions from the book, adding QR codes, and expanding the website to make it into the Wikipedia of Green Action for families, possibly with live action videos for each of the 100 actions in the book, or maybe an animated series like Magic School Bus meets Captain Planet. Fourth, you can help by creating the closed social network for each school where families can go to let their neighbors and friends know what they're doing to go green and to find out what others are doing, sort of a Facebook of Green Action for families. Fifth, if you can develop other ways to get books to families like private labeling or working with Scouts or 4-H, please let us know about it. Sixth, you can buy a book and take it home and start working your way through it with your family or with families in your neighborhood. You can use the table of contents to keep a record of what you're doing. You can brag about it on social media. And seventh, you can modify our book to fit your own language or culture. This book is a group effort. Here's one group from among over 70 students in Professor Plate's sustainability classes at University of Central Florida who have helped with the book. Here's another 12 student co-authors of the Green Actioneers workbook, plus Professor Richard Plate. And at the start of the quarantine, when we had the help of 20 interns. And in spring of 2022, when we had the help of 11 interns. Families will go green with our Green Actioneer program, saving money for parents and saving the planet for kids. We're looking for team members who are passionate about this issue, so please contact us for more information. Become a Green Actioneer, and you too can wear the cape. And help get the Green Actioneers workbook into the hands of families. Please contact me directly with your ideas. Thank you very much. I'm Dave Finnegan. As I said, I'm the first Green Actioneer, but not the last.